Hi there, I'm Nayaka and I'm the Centre Director here at Dhanakosa, and I'm speaking to you today from the Cuttings Garden. You can see the retreat centre behind me, and it's a very warm and beautiful late September day. The main thing I want to say today is that the 2022 programme is on the website and open for bookings. So do have a look at that and see if there's anything you fancy next year. We've got usual familiar retreats as well as of course one or two new things, and hopefully something for all levels of experience. Bookings are open online, and we are asking people to restrict to themselves to 2 retreats next year, although you can go on waiting lists for more. And this is because we're going to keep our retreat numbers limited to 18 retreatants and 3 or 4 team into 2022 for the foreseeable future. This seems like the best balance between accessibility of retreat places, or availability of retreat places rather, retreat quality in terms of numbers, and safety in terms of being able to manage some of the COVID restrictions. Retreats we've done so far with these numbers have gone very well. Generally speaking, people are very appreciative of the opportunity to come on retreat, and tolerant of the remaining restrictions and inconveniences that they present. Probably the biggest thing that's been difficult is what we're calling our safe route home policy, and that's the request that you have a way of getting home that avoids public transport. So should you test positive by lateral flow test on retreat, and we are using lateral flow tests to screen people during the retreats, or become symptomatic of COVID during the retreat, you have a way of getting home that avoids public transport. This isn't great, particularly if you live a long way away and don't have your own car. Unfortunately, again, it's sort of the best compromise we've got, as long as self-isolation remains a requirement. Access to public transport for people who have tested positive or are likely COVID cases remains restricted, and of course it's very difficult for us to actually offer self-isolation for people here. So it's not a great way of doing things. We have talked to public health about this, and it's the best solution we've come up with. So hopefully, as we move into next year, some of these restrictions will be able to be lifted, but just bear with that one for the time being. The other thing we are doing next year, as well as keeping our retreat numbers the same, is we're keeping our suggested donations the same. We did of course put our suggested donations up when we reopened retreats in the autumn of 2020 with reduced numbers. So what this does is hopefully encourages those of you who can pay more towards the ongoing running of the centre, can give towards the ongoing running of the centre through the donations. It encourages you to do so. But what we really want to do at this point is recognise that it's actually the people who have least money in our society, least money in our communities, who have suffered the most financial hardship with COVID. And we are aware there will be people out there who it just feels, the idea of getting on retreat just feels impossible. There's no way you feel you could find that much money. Well, if you can get together your booking fee and you can get yourself here, we're very happy to have you. There is no requirement to give anything more than that to come on retreats at Dhanakosa. So if you are someone who's just maybe struggling to pay energy bills, struggling even to put food on the table sometimes, and getting on retreat would help you, do feel you can come. Don't be put off by the high level of suggested donation. And of course, if you are able to give out the levels that we're asking, this really does help us keep Dhanakosa open. It helps us keep providing retreats, for everybody. So do check out the 2022 programme, have a look on the website, see if there's anything that catches your eye, and as I say, bookings are open online now, or phone the office. Phone the office if you have any queries or anything you'd want to check out. We're very happy to help you, very happy to hear from you, and we look forward to seeing some of you on retreats in the next year and a bit.